relevant agencies to prepare for flood deployment. Tax relief for financial planning fees. Salam Malaysia Madani, I'm SAHIH and you're watching Malaysia Tonight. All relevant agencies, including the National Disaster Management Agency (NADMA) and Civil Defence Department (APM), have been instructed to prepare for deployment following floods that have struck several states. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi said their preparation is vital, even though the Meteorological Department called off the continuous rain warning this morning. In a posting on his official Facebook, Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid, who is also chairman of the Central Disaster Management Committee, said those residing in areas vulnerable to flood must take precautionary measures and follow instructions issued by the authorities. In the meantime, the flood situation in Kedah, Perlis, Selangor and Sabah following the monsoon shift will continue to be monitored. Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid also prayed that all victims affected by the flood will have their burden eased and granted strength in facing this disaster. The Kedah Malaysian Civil Defence Force (APM) foresees the occurrence of stagnant floodwaters in the state if it continues to rain when the high tide hits this Friday. Its Disaster Operations Division Head Captain Pertahanan Awam Saifuddin Abdullah said, though the weather is clear again today, should it rain, it is estimated that floods would occur in 5 districts and the flood waters would recede slowly. However, Saifuddin said Kedah APM has prepared its assets to deal with the flood situation in the districts of Kubang Pasu, Kota Star, Pokok Sena, Pendang and Kuala Muda, adding that so far, relief centres have been set up in Kubang Pasu, Kota Star and Pokok Sena. Speaking today, he said the number of flood victims in Kedah rose to 268 from 81 families this morning, compared to 177 from 41 families last night. Barisan Nasional BN can ensure that development will continue in the Pelangai State Constituency if the rakyat chooses BN's candidate Dato' Amizar Abu Adam in the upcoming Pelangai by-election on 7th October. Former Prime Minister Dato' Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob said Dato' Amizar is able to be the bridge between the people and the state government in bringing development to Pelangai.
Kalau kita kerja buat, kawan di sini kena memilih, pandai memilih. Walaupun dua calon itu daripada kampung yang sama, tapi siapa yang boleh membantu rakyat di sini, sama ada BN ataupun yang satu lagi walaupun satu kampung. Tapi yang pentingnya adalah BN, calon BN adalah daripada parti kerajaan.
He explained that in the case of candidates from other parties, they will be the opposition, which he believes will lead it to being difficult for them to bring development to Pelangai. In the meantime, Dato' Seri Ismail Sabri, who is also a Bera Member of Parliament, said he is confident that being humble and having been raised in Felda Cejmomoy, Dato' Amizar will be able to gain the support of the people. In the Pelangai State by-election, Bentong UMNO Division Committee member Dato' Amizar 50 will face Perikatan Nasional PN candidate Kasim Samad and independent candidate Hasli Helmi DM Sulhasli. Meanwhile, BN candidate Dato' Amizar Abu Adam said all welfare aid to the people of Felda in Pelangai will be continued. He also urged voters to choose wisely between the performance and perception of the administrations in Pelangai to ensure that the rakyat's quality of life can be improved.
Bantu anak-anak Felda. So itu antara perbezaannya, kita membantu tanpa mengira. Jangan bukan sekarang. Kita dah bantu bermula pada dulu lagi. InsyaAllah. Yang itu kita dah buat lama dah. Kita teruskan saja insyaAllah.
He said this while campaigning at Felda Cejmomoy in Bentong today. Beginning 1st October, a special segment titled Biar Betul, produced by the Department of Broadcasting Malaysia, will go on air on TV1. Communications and Digital Minister Fahmi Fadil said the initiative is part of efforts to curb the spread of fake news among the people.
Segmen Biar Betul ini akan disiarkan setiap hari selepas slot Berita Kanta 744 di TV1 dan saluran Berita RTM, serta diulang siar menerusi semua platform media sosial termasuk Radio RTM, Jabatan Penerangan dan MCMC sebenarnya .my serta Bernama.
Briefing reporters today, he said the initiative is a joint effort between the Sebenarnya.my portal, counselled by the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC), and mycheck.my portal by Bernama. Fahmi called on the people to ensure that the news they receive comes from legitimate sources together toward the spread of disruptive fake news. He also urged all parties to report any suspicious news that they find circulating on all platforms. The Ministry of National Unity, in collaboration with the Football Association of Malaysia (FAM), will organise the Unity Pesta Bola Merdeka Carnival in Kuala Lumpur next month. This event is being held in conjunction with the Merdeka Football Festival 2023, which will take place at the National Stadium Bukit Jalil from 13 to 17 October. Minister concerned Dato' Aaron Ago Dagang stated that it will serve as a platform to promote the spirit of unity among the people of Malaysia.
Very special. This is the first time kita buat. Ini kita mumpuk balik. Kita kembalikan sejarah mereka ni. Ya, kalau kita melihat pameran di sini, kita kembalikan sejarah mereka, pesta-pesta bola mereka yang dulu. Kita melihat ramai daripada main bola dulu kita tampilkan sekarang ini untuk bersama-sama kita, ya, supaya ini akan lebih memeriahkan lagi. Dan tujuan utama adalah untuk unity lah, perpaduan.
The first two events to be held are children's football matches on 30th September and 1st October, followed by a charity football match on 7th October. More than 100,000 visitors from across the country are expected to attend and celebrate this carnival, which will also feature running events, cycling, street football championship and cultural performances.
76 minit tanpa henti, 76 minutes non-stop. Transparent and concise. Paparan komprehensif, ringkas dan padat. Saksikan Kanta 744, 7.44 malam. Berita perdana 8 malam. Malaysia Tonight, 8:30 p.m.
Still ahead, Amazon.com in landmark monopoly lawsuit by FTC. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission (FTC) filed a long-awaited antitrust lawsuit against Amazon.com on Tuesday and asked the court to consider forcing the online retailer to sell assets as the government accuses Big Tech of monopolizing the most lucrative parts of the internet. The FTC accused Amazon, a company started in a garage in 1994 and today worth $1.3 trillion of fighting efforts by sellers on its online marketplace to offer products more cheaply on other platforms. The FTC said Amazon forces sellers to use its warehouses and delivery services, inflating costs for consumers and sellers. It added Amazon is a monopoly and misuses its powers. The lawsuit had been expected after years of complaints that Amazon.com and other tech giants abuse their dominance of search, social media and online retailing to become gatekeepers on the most lucrative aspects of the internet. The lawsuit, which was joined by 17 state attorneys general, follows a 4-year investigation and federal lawsuits filed against Alphabet's Google and Meta Platforms Facebook. The need to take action against Big Tech has been one of the few ideas that Democrats and Republicans have agreed on, and the FTC has been particularly concerned about Amazon's power. Trade across the US-Mexican border has been slowed over the past week as US authorities have shut down crossings and imposed extra security checks amid an increase in migration, sparking concern in Mexico. Drivers waiting to cross into the US on Tuesday blamed the queues on Texan authorities through inspections of commercial trucks and trailers at the international bridges. Jesus Salandia, a representative of the Mexican Industry Association, Cana Sintra, said the long waiting times, which could go from 24 to 30 hours, are heavily affecting Mexican factories. About 8,000 trailers carrying an estimated $1 billion worth of goods have been stranded on the Mexican side over the past week, according to the Transport Association of Ciudad Juarez, a major manufacturing hub across from El Paso, Texas. More than 100 people were killed and 150 injured in a fire at a wedding party in Hamdaniya district in Iraq's Nineveh province that left civil defense searching the charred skeleton of a building for survivors into the early hours of Wednesday. Nineveh Deputy Governor Hassan Al-Alaq said that 113 people had been confirmed dead, with state media putting the death toll at least 100, with 150 people injured. The Iraqi Red Crescent, however, said it had recorded more than 450 casualties but was unable to provide a breakdown of how many had died. Local civil defense said the fire ripped through a large event hall in the northeastern region after fireworks were lit during the celebration. In a statement, civil defense authorities reported the presence of prefabricated panels inside the event hall that were highly flammable and contravened safety standards. The danger was compounded by the release of toxic gases linked to the combustion of the panels, which contained plastic. Preliminary information indicated that the building was made of highly flammable construction materials, contributing to its rapid collapse. Coming up in sports, sailing gifted Malaysia's first goal at Asian Games. Stay with us. Sailor Nur Shazrin Muhammad Latif hopes that her success in clinching Malaysia's first goal at the 2022 Hangzhou Asian Games will further spur other national athletes to win more medals for the country. Nur Shazrin, who triumphed in the women's ILCA 6 event today, said she had not expected to emerge as Malaysia's first gold medalist when she arrived at the Ningbo Xiangshan Sailing Centre, more than 170 kilometers from Hangzhou. Nur Shazrin, 25, took gold with 25 penalty points after 11 races of yesterday, as the final race today was cancelled due to a lack of winds at Dong Kian Lake.
Oh, Alhamdulillah, saya tak expect pun sebab saya rasa every race just all out and keep jangan buat little mistake yang bukan-bukan. So saya harap lepas ni lebih bagi motivate lah kepada atlet-atlet lain untuk.
The victory has secured Nur Shazrin a ticket to Paris 2024, ensuring she will make her third Olympics appearance next year. She's hoping for better preparations for the Olympics this time, as the Games are less than a year away. EF Education Easy Post rider Simon Carr won Stage 5 of the Lee Tour di Langkawi LTDL 2023 from Slim River to Genting Highlands today. The British cyclist completed the 126.4-kilometre race, also known as the Queen Stage, in 3 hours, 24 minutes and 6 seconds. His teammate Jefferson Alexander Cepeda was a close second, and Pablo Castrillo of Equipo Kern Pharma was third. Carr's success in conquering the 1,625-metre hill climb also gave him the green jersey as the overall leader, followed by Cepeda in second place and Castrillo in third.
Hard climb. I think we did an amazing job of the whole team taking it on. Yeah, I'm just really happy to. Yeah, I think it was already pretty hard. We set a hard pace from the start of the climb, and then with already Tom chasing the break, and then Michael, and then Odd, and then Yardi, our stagiaire, did a really good job. And when Alexander went, it was really the right time. And then I could immediately tell everyone really had nothing left, so yeah, I came across, but I think we played it really well.
The sixth stage over 174.5 kilometres tomorrow is from Karak to Melaka, involving 2 climb zones in Gapur and Luar Inas and 3 sprint zones in Pelangai, Batu Kikir and Kuala Pilah. Alexander Zverev completed a hard-earned title run on Tuesday evening in China as he claimed a 6-7, 7-6, 6-3 championship match win against Roman Saifulin at the Chengdu Open. Zverev sealed his third 3-set win in 4 matches at the ATP 250 by holding firm in the face of a clean hitting display from Saifulin, who was competing in his maiden tour level final.
Top seed of the tournament,
Zverev was 2 points from defeat at 5.
Dengan misi mesti menang, semangat perjuangan terus diledakkan dalam setiap pertembungan. 14 pasukan, satu sorakan. Liga Super 2023 bersama kami di RTM, rakan penyiar MFL Liga Malaysia 2023.
Coming up next, value of ringgit determined by market. Bursa Malaysia finished lower today amid a mixed regional market and after a volatile Wall Street overnight. At 5 p.m, the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI, FBM KLCI dropped 5.44 points to 1,440.11 from Tuesday's close of 1,445.55. The benchmark index moved between 1,436.75 and 1,441.87 throughout the session. The following are the 6 most active counters. Ahead of the tabling of Budget 2024, the Financial Planning Association of Malaysia FPAM proposed that the government should introduce tax relief for financial planning fees. Such incentives could help boost knowledge and awareness of financial sustainability among Malaysians. Idham Idris, Wealth Vantage Advisory Sdn Berhad's Director of Corporate Treasury Investment Services, said it will also support the government's aim to make sure that everybody is financially prepared for the future.
I really want to create the awareness of creating a financial plan for all Malaysians. So I feel like the budget can serve as a place to show that there is this possibility of potentially getting, for example, maybe a tax relief for building up a financial plan. Like maybe seek out the right persons, the licensed persons, so that by seeking them out, by paying for this advice, you can get a tax relief.
Speaking during a media briefing on FPAM's Budget 2024 wish list in the federal capital earlier today, he said the move is also crucial to ensure that Malaysians seek the right and qualified financial advisors based on their needs. This should cover financial management aspects such as retirement, savings, debt settling and wealth goals, therefore avoiding being scammed. Bank Negara Malaysia BNM Governor Dato' Abdul Rashid Ghaffur has emphasised that the value of the ringgit will remain determined by the market. He added that intervention in the foreign exchange market is aimed at preventing excessive fluctuations and ensuring a stable market condition. Speaking during a panel session at Invest Malaysia New York recently, Bank Negara stated that it does not target any specific level for the ringgit. Discussing the currency's performance, the ringgit, along with several regional currencies, has strengthened against the US dollar since 1st July. He added the value of the ringgit has also increased compared to most major trading partners' currencies despite the local unit's depreciation in the first half of 2023. Dato' Abdul Rashid said in the future, clarity on the monetary policy cycles of major central banks will provide support for the ringgit and currencies in emerging markets in general, which are rapidly developing. On a related matter, Dato' Abdul Rashid said the National Energy Transition Roadmap, NETR, and New Industrial Master Plan, NIMP, are expected to accelerate the country's transition and open up large investment opportunities. He added the central bank, along with the Securities Commission Malaysia, has focused on efforts to lay down relevant building blocks for a conducive green finance ecosystem to facilitate a just and orderly transition. BNM have developed frameworks and practical tools such as the climate change and principle-based taxonomy, sectoral guides and climate risk management and scenario analysis policy documents as guidance for the industry in building its climate resilience as well as capability in contributing to its transition. Dato' Abdul Rashid said BNM's mandate reaffirms its commitment to promote monetary and financial stability conducive to the sustainable growth of the Malaysian economy.
Mulakan hari anda dengan informasi terkini.
Liputan menyeluruh. Aksi tanpa henti. bersama kami dalam
Berita pagi 7 pagi, Berita pagi Sabah 7.10 pagi.
Berita pagi Sarawak 7.20 pagi. Stadium RTM 7.30 pagi dan Kanta 744 7.44 pagi.
Eligible individuals under the category of hardcore poor or persons with disabilities (OKU) in Perak can apply for lower land premium payments. Menteri Besar Datuk Seri Sarani Mohamad said that the premium reduction appeal application policy was based on the recommendation of the State Land and Mines Director's Office (PTG) and is to be decided by the state authority.
Tempoh bayaran premium ditetapkan ialah selama 3 bulan dari tarikh notis 5A dikeluarkan dan boleh dimohon melanjutkan tempoh untuk 3 bulan lagi. Butiran notis 5A bagi tujuan pembayaran premium adalah meliputi cukai tahun pertama, bayaran pokok, tanda sempadan dan bayaran pendaftaran hak pilih.
He said this during the question and answer session at the State Legislative Assembly sitting today. Datuk Seri Sarani said the installment payment method was not implemented as these payments were considered as one-off to allow the registration of ownership. He said the state government also understands the people's concerns regarding the long waiting period for land ownership approval processes, title renewals and land ownership change approvals. Therefore, the PTG has made several improvements to the development processes. A total of 15 companies from Central Asia sourced 3.82 million ringgit worth of products and services when they participated in the Physical International Sourcing Program (INSP) held alongside the recent Malaysia International Halal Showcase MIHAS. Madrid Almaty Trade Commissioner Suresh Kumar said, given the region's proximity to other Muslim-majority nations, Central Asia is a potentially lucrative market. He added that this year marks a historical milestone with the largest ever number of companies from Central Asia. Palm oil, food ingredients, confectionaries, packaging machinery and equipment, health food and supplements, Sharia advisory and education services were among the products and services explored. MIHA strengthens the global halal business supply chain and also creates opportunities for small and medium enterprises (SMEs) to make forays into the global market. Malaysian companies interested in exploring business opportunities in Central Asia are encouraged to contact Madrid Almaty at the email address shown on screen for assistance and facilitation on market access and business expansion. The Department of Statistics Malaysia, DOSM, today noted that Malaysia's August 2023 Export Unit Value Index rose a marginal 0.5% to 142.3 points. In a statement today, it said the Export Unit Value Index went up, led by the Mineral Fuels Index, which rose by 5% and a 0.3% rise in food. However, the Export Volume Index fell by 1.9% in the same month, in line with an 11% fall in the inedible crude materials and a 10.7% drop in the machinery and transport equipment indices. DOSM, in the statement, noted the Import Unit Value Index also grew by 1% in August 2023, contributed by a rise in the index of animal and vegetable oils and fat, positive 9.6%, mineral fuels positive 7%, and food positive 0.3%. The Import Volume Index went down 2.6% in August 2023 versus the previous month due to a deterioration in the index of mineral fuels, negative 17.1%, chemicals, negative 3%, and manufactured goods, negative 2.7%.
Sehingga 15 Ogos 2023, Kerajaan dapat menyelamatkan hampir 114,000 keluarga miskin Tegar daripada cengkaman kemiskinan. Demi menjamin kesejahteraan rakyat secara keseluruhannya, kerajaan berikrar untuk menoktahkan kemiskinan Tegar pada tahun ini juga tanpa mengira etnik maupun keberadaan mereka di bandar desa atau pedalaman. Sejumlah 1.5 bilion ringgit telah diluluskan untuk menggerakkan program dan projek yang mampu menjana pendapatan bagi golongan sasar. Kerajaan juga telah meluncurkan IPR, suatu inisiatif serampang dua mata yang menumpukan kepada peningkatan pendapatan isi rumah dan penyelesaian isu struktur ekonomi. Sehingga 31 Ogos 2023, sebanyak 100,492 permohonan telah diterima untuk menyertai program IPR. Program akan diteliti oleh Amanah Ikhtiar bersama Pekemas, Tekun dan program-program melalui unit pelaksanaan Jabatan Perdana Menteri.
That's it from us this evening in our top story. Relevant agencies to prepare for flood deployment. I'm SAHIH. Malaysia Madani, tekad perpaduan, penuhi harapan. Thanks for watching.